Apparently, Monday is out of the reach of no one, no man, no place. Day 15, Monday in Mumbai, and it was pretty shit-tastic. So, we'll start off with the morning. 7:45, pounding on the door, open the door, and it's the guy coming to make breakfast and his compadre, I guess, that speaks a little bit better English than him. So they run in pairs, and guys show up, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" They're like, "We're here to make breakfast, sir. Here to clean the house." I sent you guys an email on Friday. I asked that you not come. Biggest reason is I just don't want people knocking on my door at 7:30 in the freaking morning anymore. I don't. That, and I hate when people stare at me when I eat. Like, if you're out in public, you're at a restaurant, I get it. People get bored, they're looking around the restaurant, they look at you. But when you're in your apartment, your house, and somebody's made breakfast, they put it on the table, they shouldn't sit there and stare at you and see how you're doing and ask you if you want anything else or if you want more cornflakes and stare at you silently. Yeah, creepy as hell, isn't it? So try doing that while you're eating breakfast. So anyhow, that isn't the only reason. I mean, to be honest with you, I can get around town now without needing my GPS. I know where I'm at functionally. I know where everything's at physically. So I just don't need somebody here making breakfast every morning. So I talked to the guys. They understand they're not going to come for breakfast anymore. I've reduced the amount of days they're going to show up to clean the apartment because, to be honest with you, even living here, I don't live here. I mean, the only people that made a mess in the kitchen were those guys when they came and made breakfast. Outside of the sheets, the towels, nothing needs to be cleaned here. So I reduced the days for that. So like, okay, well, your driver's going to be here at 8:30. Cool. Get to work, start the day, no problem. So about 8:20, I'm like, yeah, I could use some fresh air. Go downside. Nice breeze. Kind of cool because of the rain all night. Wait for the driver. And wait. Wait some more. 8:45, no driver. Can't call the driver. Don't have my phone. Today's starting off great. So, turn around, said screw it. Couldn't get a rickshaw, couldn't get a taxi. Monday morning, everybody's trying to get to work. There's not an available car in town. Grab my personal phone, pop up Uber. Great. Getting a ride. 2.5 times the normal rate. Screw it. I need to get to work. Hop in the Uber. Guy's cool as hell. He's got the music jamming. Asked me if he wants to turn it down. Like, no, let's rock out. It's some Indian stuff. I can't understand the words, but hey, had a good beat, so screw it. A better thing happened to me this morning. So, start to cruise to work. Find an extra 100 Indian rupees in my pocket. Sweet. All right, covers the ride. So, get to work. Guy totally misses the building. Even though I put in the GPS where he's got to go. If anybody's used Uber, you put where you're at, it's picked up by GPS. You put where you're going, it's put on the map. That map is sent to the driver. The driver gets it in their phone on GPS. He still missed the damn building. And not just by a little bit, like on the opposite side of the block. Okay, screw it. No big deal. Guy's cool. Spins around, drops me off, call it a day. Get into work, laptop won't charge. Stupid power strip thing here keeps shorting out, frying the power. So finally get that working, get my laptop up. Cool. Look at my phone and realize I was charged double for an Uber on Friday because the guy wouldn't pick me up and canceled the trip. Cute. Fight with them idiots, get that refunded. Turn around, like, okay, I'm gonna walk to lunch. Take off, walk to lunch, and let's go over a few things that I find interesting about the Indian culture. So, there's no sense of, I almost want to say manners, but I don't even know if that's the right term at this point. So, in the US, you cough, you cover your mouth. You sneeze, you try to cover your mouth. Somebody sneezes near you, you say bless you, or whatever. Apparently you don't say nothing here. But coughing, not covering their mouths. Sneezing, just wherever the hell it's going to land. Spitting, like Hock and Louie, just all over the place. Just right next to you, right in front of you, doesn't even matter. Outside the window, the cabbies just spitting out the window every 5 seconds. Burping. Okay, look. You drink a Coke, you gotta burp. You drink something gassy, you burp. Fine, everybody burps. It's one of those functions. In the middle of a conference call, in a meeting with like 20 other people around, you just burp. Just rip one out. Doesn't even, and it's not like you kind of like burp. No, it's like bleh. And then you keep going like nothing happens here. It's like my earlier videos, what, day 5, day 6? It's like pissing on the side of the road. You just do it here. You just gotta go. Sometimes you gotta burp. You just burp in front of people's faces. You burp on conference calls. Doesn't even don't even matter. It's insane to me because here the culture is everybody tries to help you. You know, everybody's always holding the door for you and getting the door and taking your tray if you're eating, or trying to do something like telling you your shoes untied. Like everybody's trying to like do these nice serviceable things, offer you bags, offer to carry your stuff, all this kind of crap. But when it comes to some of the more, again, what I would think civilized manners, doesn't even matter. Just out there, don't even matter. So that's totally weird and unique compared to the U.S. Another thing I'm going to say is that tonight was the first night that I've seen not only the first sewer rat of India, but the first giant cockroach of India. The worst part about the giant cockroach was it was after I got done ordering my food at Domino's and had already eaten half the pizza. And by half the pizza, little personal pans, because everything here is so small. It literally was just like a little 4-slice personal pan pizza. But giant cockroach. I mean, this thing had to be, I don't know, the length of my hand. The rat the size of my foot, like in shoes and all. So, yeah. I mean, you see it everywhere, but that was a big rat and that was a big-ass roach. What else? Oh, and people watching. It's actually funny. Like, I was sitting there, I was eating my pizza, decided to eat outside because if I'm going to sit inside and let people stare at me, I might as well sit outside and enjoy the breeze. So they got a bunch of these park benches out in front of all the restaurants that people sit there and use to, wait for the food or turn around and wait for a free spot to go in and eat, whatever. So I see an open spot. I go outside and I'm gonna have my pizza, drink my Coke, and just kind of enjoy the breeze, watch people, whatever. I don't know what was more interesting, watching the people or the people watching me. Now, this is the same culture, society, and area where you can walk past, I'm going to say a shop, because that's what they are here, but like little storage sheds where people are having their business where they're making food, and they throw up little plastic chairs and people just sit down and smash food, and out in the open everybody sits in a little like circle and just sits in the grass and on the ground and just mouths wherever they can find a spot. Yet I sit on a kind of a bench having a pizza and people look at me like I'm like, I don't know, growing 3 heads. So it's kind of funny actually, because again, people were, I think, more interested in the fact that I was sitting out there eating than just me sitting there eating. Funnier story is that the only spot I could find was in front of the Krispy Kreme, and here donut shops are almost a staple food. Like there's a donut shop every 3rd or 4th store, whether it's a commercial shop, somebody's personal bakery or whatever. They love their donuts and their baked goods here. So the Krispy Kreme is bigger than most other stores that I've seen in this place, and tons of tables, and they serve full sandwiches and desserts and all kinds of stuff. This guy and his girlfriend were in there eating, and I'm doing kind of the whole 180 thing, just kind of watching people walk by, listening to the horns, checking out some of the crotch rockets, whatever. And every few times, spinning across, I'll happen to catch a glimpse inside Krispy Kreme, and this lady sitting at the table directly in the window, directly in front of me, and she keeps staring at me, and I'm like, whatever. So I'm just eat my pizza, finish my Coke. Before I finally finished the pizza, she actually changed seats with her boyfriend to put herself behind the wall so that she'd either stop looking at me or I'd stop looking at her. I don't know what the malfunction was, but I found that shit actually funny. Like, very few times have I had somebody actually like move away from me, like that I didn't personally insult or on purposefully make an ass out of them or myself to make them leave. So I thought that was really really unique, actually. So again, it's one of those eye-opener things where, I've been outside the country before, no big deal, but to be absolutely flip-flopped in a position where I'm the most foreign of all the people here is just, it's kind of wild, actually, because you're like, wow, now I know what everybody else feels like when they're in the U.S. and they don't speak a lick of the words of English, and they're just trying to get by and survive and try to find something of their own culture that they eat, and we all look at them like they're weird and foreigners and outside people, and now that's me. So to one point, it's not really disturbing, not really nerve-wracking, but it's definitely that, again, it's that eye-opener, right? Like, we're not the only people in this world. We're not the all-powerful America. I mean, we are, but not when you're alone in another country. At that point, you just got to survive. So anyhow, that was Monday. Monday practically still sucked. Very interesting, and I don't know what they call manners here, but burping in the middle of a conference call and in a conference room, spitting just everywhere, and sneezing and coughing over everything, and that's not American manners. But hey, what do I know? I'm not from here. So again, an eye-opener. So there's your India trip for day 15. Got about 69 more to go. 79, 84, 15, 79, 75, 69 more days to go, and I'm taking off. So all right, guys, subscribe, like, share, and catch me on Facebook. Send me a message, post a comment, do whatever, ask a question, tell me you want something from here, tell me you're gonna send me something from home, and I'll see you on the next video. Tomorrow's a new day. See you guys tomorrow.